Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today what I'm going to do is show you the Fine Art Beauty eyeshadow palette. I found this on TikTok. I will pop up the name of the makeup artist that I found it from. These are really cute. They are very small, but they do bigger palettes as well. This is the mini size. This is the Naked Neutrals. So we're just going to open it up there. There isn't a mirror. You get 6 pan eyeshadows. Some of them are like a glitter and a shimmer, and then the rest are just matte. So you get that really nice neutrals. You could definitely use, you could do like a lighter smoky eye, or you could go really big. So what we're going to do is just swatch the first 3 at the top. And that's those there. And then if I just clean here, and we'll do the bottom rows. This is the shimmer and the glitter. And that's what they look like. So you definitely get a really good range there as well. And this moves quite well, so it's not going to be kind of easily stuck to the skin. It's going to move around quite well. So what I've done is I've put on some Kind and Free, and that is the moisturizing skin tint from Rimmel, and this is, I have mine in ivory, or mine is actually in rose ivory. And I've put on my primer before that, which was the Poreless Putty primer from E.L.F. And now what I'm going to do is just go in with my concealer, and then my Makeup by Mario. So we're sticking with Rimmel for the concealer as well. What I'm going to do first just is do some color correcting, and this is the Maybelline Eraser. This is the multi-use concealer in peach, and I generally just put it under the eyes and just around the T-zone, and then I go in with my Rimmel. This is the multitasker, and mine is in porcelain. So let's pop that. It's just twist cap. Again, I'm doing really well with this as well, so I'm just going to pop that under the eyes. I've just got my mirror here under the eyes really gently. The sponge is quite good because it's not too harsh then on the skin. Again, don't forget, tomorrow is my live at 6 p.m. And the lighting I have now on, so there won't be any issues with lighting, which is good. So yes, I've done a little bit more only because I do feel tired today. And then it is a color corrector as well, so it'll be kind of nice and bright when we do put on our concealer. So I'm just going to spray my little beauty blender. You could use a concealer brush. I know that E.L.F do a really good one. So just spray that gently, and I'm just going to go under really gently. Because it really just gives my skin just an even tone and brightens up the skin a little bit. So we're just going to go around. So now that that's done, we're going to go in then with our concealer, which is the Rimmel the Multitasker. It's definitely a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. So this is what it looks like. Even the packaging I think is super similar. So we're just going to pop that where our concealer usually would be. This is 010 porcelain. Okay, I'm just going to go where it's needed. You get a lot on the pump as well when it comes out too, so I haven't had to kind of dip in again. And then again, pretty similar to where we put the color corrector. Okay, so we're just going to use, again, I'm using my beauty blender. Gently tapping that in. I prefer sponges under the eye. I know, as I was saying before, E.L.F do really good concealer brushes, but I really like just kind of dabbing the skin under the eye particularly, so I'm not kind of damaging it or dragging it in any way. But you could definitely use a brush if you wanted to. Okay. And then it just kind of gives you that kind of awake look as well. I think the color corrector, doing that beforehand, I found a real difference, real difference. They do a green one as well for anti-redness. But yes, that peach one I've been making really good use out of for my no buy. And I mean, look how much is left, not that much really, so that's good. So now I'm just going to go in with the brows before we do anything else, because before that I want to go in with my, after the brows, I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario. I've been using this a lot. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. So we're going to use that. And I also want to use the DJS Beauty. I did a live on it because I got sent, is it the Big Bertha brush? I really want to try this today as well with you guys. So we're going to be doing that. And I think I did swatch, and I did a photo on TikTok, Instagram, and on my posts here of the Yes, the DJS Beauty Scarlet. This was absolutely gorgeous on. So we might try that today. We'll see what the eye look is. And then I got a bonus kind of eyeshadow brush, which is really nice. This is the DJS Beauty Pro FBB1. So yeah, DJS Beauty, do take a look at them, guys. They're a small business, but they absolutely, and this is what it all came in. So the bag says, gives the website, and then it just says the Big Bertha, which is they're referring to the brush when they say that. And if I just show you, I'll take off the packaging here. This is really, really nice. So we're going to use that today. So let's continue. I said I was going to do my brows first. So I'm going in, and this is the E.L.F Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and mine is in medium brown. So it's got the brush on the top and the colour on the bottom. And again, I think I said this before in other videos, I like the fact that it shows here the kind of colour, and it's really true to colour as well. So you can see all the swatches already on my hand. Okay, so what we're doing, I'm just going to brush those into place quickly. I like the E.L.F brushes because you don't have to go in with another spoolie. These are really, really good quality. So once that's put into place, I go back on the other side, and it's like a twist cap. And if I haven't swatched it before, I'll swatch it. This is just medium brown, and that's what that looks like. I didn't go too hard. I'll just go a little bit. So yeah. So we're going to do that, just starting in the corners. I thought this was a really good colour match for me too. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. And you can see it didn't take that long at all. So we're going to do the same on the other side, and I'll be back. So now they're both filled in. We're going to go in with the Makeup by Mario, and this is the Sculpting Skin Enhancer. You can go in with your brush if you want to, and I think I'll do that today. I'll go in with the buffing brush, and I will spray it just with my this is just the Vitamin E Skin Hydrating Mist, but I like to put it on my brushes as well. So we're just going to give that a quick spray, and I'm going to go in with my finger first, and if I need any more, I'll pop the brush, go in with the brush. And at least we've put some kind of moisture on the brush as well, so it's not going to be too dry when we are kind of putting it around the face. So that's what mine looks like. Mine's in light. Now some people definitely use it as a contour, but I just love it like literally as it says, a skin enhancer. So it's like kind of a prerequisite to bronzer, I think, is what I always feel like. And that's perfect. I didn't even need a lot, guys. You could certainly go deeper and deeper if you wanted to. And for example, I'll do a little bit just to show you, so it's my own and I don't use it on anybody else. And that's more of a direct kind of colour. So now what we're going to do is go in with the E.L.F Putty Primer. Not Putty Primer, Putty bronzer. So I'm going to be using the E.L.F Putty Blush as well. Okay. So I'm using these because I'm doing really well with them. I'm trying to kind of use them up. I've got a lot of blushes and bronzers. I've got another E.L.F liquid bronzing drops coming. My W7 are my absolute favourite, but I will be doing the my kind of review of them shortly. But these I've been using consistently, and I am getting there with them. There's still a lot in there, so I don't want to kind of be going and getting anything else. So the blush is in Tahiti, and then the bronzer is in Tan Lines, and they do various shades. So I'm making my way through that. So we're just going to, again, I'm actually going to go in directly with my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to get it, and we're going to kind of go around the skin. So we're just taking the brush literally and going in, as again, it's my own. I'm starting just kind of here and going around. I like the fact that it's lighter, so you can kind of darken it as you wish. You don't have to start off so dark and then kind of panic too much and try to take some more off and continue to blend. If that ever does happen and it's a different tone to this, I would just continue to blend, swap over your brushes to just a clean buffing brush, and it really works to kind of tone it down. Now sometimes you can put it on directly and you get more of a stronger, so I'll just show you a stronger look. So you can see that was quite more of a bronze, not a contour. And it didn't warm up the skin as much as if I put it on directly. So you could also do that if I just show you. Just make sure you bring it right back to the hairline as well. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, and you can see there, you definitely get more of a kind of chiseled look with that. And then whatever's remaining on the brush, I just bring down. yeah, so that's tan lines. And again, they're pretty affordable. They're very travel friendly. So I'll be bringing those to Ireland. And they're putty bronzers. And I find the putty, because I've gone in with my Rimmel Kind and Free, I've actually gone in with the Poreless Putty Primer. And it's a thicker primer. And it does tend to keep the makeup on a lot longer. So that's what we're doing there. So you can see it's kind of just, we've kind of gone in with the Enhancer with Makeup by Mario. Then we've kind of made up a little bit more of a kind of bronzed sun-kissed look with the tan lines, and now we're going to go in with Tahiti, which is the E.L.F putty blush. And this again, it's kind of, it comes off rosier than it actually is, than it looks. So again, I think I've swatched it a couple of times for you guys, but I'll swatch it again if you've not seen it before. So if you can see there, and it's really kind of silky and easily blendable around the skin, and you can kind of control how much goes on. I can't believe how much of that shimmer came off of my hands. That's crazy. So what we're going to do is start here and move upwards along the cheekbone, and then I'll go back in with my sponge. And the good thing is it doesn't stick to the skin really quick, so you're not panicking. You know, some liquid blushes and putty blushes will stick to the skin and it's hard to maneuver them around the skin afterwards, but this is really, really good for that. And you can go back in again if you want to. Again, if your kind of comfort zone with blush is what's important as well. So I think for this look, that's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do now is go and have a look at the, I'm going to put some primer on for the eyes. I'm going to be using my Profusion pigment base, which is what I always use. And while that's kind of getting tacky, we'll have a look at the eyeshadow, which I'm excited to use. So today I'm going to go for like kind of a smoky eye, not too much because we're still quite early in the day, but you could certainly, you'll probably see from the swatches that we do that you could certainly, if you wanted to kind of switch it up to a super smoky eye, you could certainly use the Naked Neutrals from Fyne Art Beauty. So I hope I'm pronouncing that, as I said before, correct. So you only need one for this Profusion. It's really, really good. A little goes a long way. So we're just gonna, you can use a brush if you want to. I tend to just dab it around the eye, and it really soaks into the skin quite quickly and it gets tacky. And don't worry if a little gets onto the lashes, because obviously you do mascara as well, and then you obviously curl the, well, I curl my lashes as well, and it does warm to the skin, as you can see. And then you just dab the rest, and you can see that's it. It's a little bit brighter, but it certainly keeps on the eyeshadow throughout the day. So again, I'm just dabbing it. That's all I need, and then I just kind of blend it. Okay, so I might actually use that DJS Beauty Pro FBB1 that I got as a gift from DJS Beauty as my crease brush. So we're just going to take this off. It's really fluffy, really, really fluffy. So I'm going to use that as the crease brush. I'm not going to spray anything on it. We're just going to choose the color for the crease to cut the crease. So you can see that while that Profusion kind of gets sticky, we're going to have a look again at the palette. So again, the gold, kind of really nice packaging. And this is what it looks like here. And I will put up swatches as well on the screen. So that's what you're looking at there. You've got your shimmers. The rest I would say are mattes. I did think there was like a glitter, but no, there's just one kind of in between glitter and shimmer. It comes off really easily out of the pan as well. And so what I might do is go in with this. They're not named, it's just called the Naked Neutrals, but you can see you get 6 pans. It is bigger as well, so it's not as small as it looks, whereas when I did the Pat McGrath, it was really super small, but this actually is a decent size considering it's a small palette. There isn't a mirror, but I mean, you could always bring a travel mirror if you're kind of traveling with it too. So what I'm going to do is go in with this one just to cut the crease, and we're going to use that brush I got as a gift from DJS Beauty, the Pro FBB1. We're going to go in. I've never used this brush before, so this is kind of a, that's what the color looks like. So it's strong color, but these are the Naked Neutrals, so you could certainly have your smoky eye or your kind of daytime, but still keep the glitter in there, which is what we're going to do. So I'm just looking at the mirror, going back, and that is super strong. The super strong color I can see straight away. So we're just gonna bring that back and forth, making sure it doesn't stick. This is the first time I'm using these guys, so this is kind of my review as well as a demo. So it certainly sticks to the skin, I will say that. So blendable, you work at it, you have to work at it with the blending. That's the first thing I've noticed. Colour, absolutely, colour payoff is amazing, but you certainly be careful how much is on the brush because it sticks to the skin. And I don't think that's my primer. I think because I've used this primer for years, the colour it does, the powder sticks to the skin super quick. So what we're going to do is I'm going to blend that out straight away just at the top. And this is just my E.L.F. Blending brush. So we're just going to blend that just to kind of calm it down slightly. Okay, but you certainly get colour payoff, absolutely. We're just going to do that. Okay, so we're going to do the same on the other side and I'll come back. So that's now on both eyes. Again, just super blend. That's what I would say. Colour is amazing, fantastic, but definitely just blend that right into the skin, particularly kind of if it goes too high. And I did use my E.L.F. So I actually applied, again, the same colour, but I just chose to keep the E.L.F. brush when I was kind of not going back in with that DGS Beauty brush. Just felt like the colour came on a little bit easier and blended a lot easier with this brush. But maybe I'm just so used to my E.L.F. brushes. So yeah, so that's that. What we're going to do is we're going to then go all over the lid, the bottom lid, with this one. So I'm going to go in with my fingers, and that's what that looks like. It's really soft. They're very soft. That's what that looks like. And we're just going to look in the mirror and just bring that across the lid really gently. You can see it's like a medium brown. It's coming off quite creamish on the screen, but it's really just a medium toned brown because we're going to go in with that glitter afterwards. So it kind of blends. It's kind of a blend of colour. So we're just going to go on the other side and do the same thing. But these are certainly travel friendly, really good. Again, if these colours aren't kind of your colours, they do various colours. Again, it's called Fyne, F-Y-N-E, or Fyne, and I found them on TikTok. And I will put up the lady that, she's a makeup artist. It's a makeup artist with Gabby. Sorry if I got that wrong, but I will pop it up here. So again, just going back into my fingers for that one. And then what I'm going to do is swatch this for you because we're going right in to the inner corners with that, if you see that there. Again, there will be photos in the post section. You can see that really kind of, they all blend together, sort of like a sunset look. If I just show you, that's what it looks like. So that's kind of the colour you get, the colour kind of payoff you get. So we're going to go back in, do it on the other side and come back. So that's what it looks like on both eyes with that glitter. Kind of, I would definitely call it a glitter more than a shimmer. You could then go in with this on the outer V. This is what this looks like. But I think for today, I'll keep it like that. What I'll do is pop on my mascara and come back. So I just went in with my mascara. This is the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. Really good. I got the trial size, well, mini version on Cult Beauty. It was £11. Sometimes Cult Beauty are really good. I think I've said before, for any kind of minis. I wanted to try, but I didn't want to spend a huge amount of money on it. And I like the packaging too. I love the brush as well. It's really good. I've been working with it like for about a week now since I got it, and I'm super happy with it. So that's the kind of finished look. You could certainly go deeper, absolutely. I think it would certainly be a perfect travel friendly little palette. They do different sizes too. I'm not going to put the DJS Beauty red scarlet lipstick on, but I am doing like a neutral smoky eye on my live tomorrow, and this would be perfect for it. I don't think they match, so what for that I'm going to go in with the E.L.F. Day to Night, and this is their duo as well, perfect for travel as well. So we're going to go in with the night. It's just the lipstick duo in berries. So you've got your day and your night. The night is a little bit, let's say, cooler or deeper, sorry, warmer. So we're going to go in with that. That's what that looks like. Smells really nice too. So this is what that looks like. It is quite deep. And what I'll do is I'll swatch Day, because I think Day might have been a better one for this, but we'll just have a look. So that's that, guys. But I do think for this particular look, given that I wasn't going to put on the scarlet red, this has come out quite red. But I'm going to swatch the day for you, because that may be something that you, if you're getting this, it might be nicer. And not nicer, but it might just suit this kind of eye look. So this is the night of the day. And let's, I will say the smell is amazing. Yeah, if you look at that, it's super, yeah, super day friendly and definitely suits that. But now you know what the night looks like. Both really super moisturizing too, so I would highly recommend those as well. Stunning colors. So would I be happy with it? Absolutely. I would use it. I would bring it to travel. They definitely do different colors, so if you're not into kind of the colors that I'm into, do take a look. They do kind of the reds and the purples, things like that. Very, very super, I think, price friendly too. It was interesting when I was looking. I did a little bit of research on YouTube just to try and find the company, and they kept, Natasha Denona kept coming up. So I don't know if that's like a dupe, if this is supposed to be a dupe for that, or some of her palettes or her colours. The kind of palette look itself kind of reminded me of Charlotte Tilbury. She does a lot of golds. I haven't found another review on YouTube for the palettes. There's lots on TikTok though, so do take a look. So this is the end of this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.